So, welcome back to the Pond Tinkering Garage, and this is another video for a Tailor's approach to cloth sewing series. Today, we're going to talk about how to simulate clothes instantly better, or at least how to simulate clothes better instantly in Blender. Right. So this is actually the second part, or at least this is an addition to the first part, where we actually make this dress actually. So if you haven't watched this, if you want to know how to make that dress in the first place, you should watch the first part, which is this one, right? So yeah, so it's loading. That's finished loading. So this is the part where you want to watch it. And if you have watched it and you want to continue, if you want to take like another step to make it look better, or at least, or actually, you want to make like your clothes, like any kind of clothes, look better, then this is it. This is the video that you want to watch because we're gonna talk about it. So yeah. So this is where we left off, right? So we've got this beautiful dress with lots of drapery, with lots of folds and everything, and yeah, it's great. But I do have another version of this one, which looks like this. Let's hide this first, right? So let's hide it, and let's pop up a new one. And this is how it looks like. So let's turn on the shader now, and let's see how it looks like in with shaders. Okay, so this is what we get. It's basically the same pattern. It's basically the same thing. You don't have to do anything else. And yeah, so just like one setting, you changing by changing like one class simulation setting, you can change it, right? So yeah, this is the which I think a better version. So let me do this, right? So let me put this side to side. So let's put this to the side, right? And let's hide Toby for now, and let's put this to the other side, right? So this is the version that we made earlier, this one, and then this one is the better version where we're gonna talk about in this video, right? So now that we've gotten an example to kind of talk about, I want to talk about how this one looks better though. So there are lots of things that this one looks great. I mean, like they have folds and wrinkles and everything, but they do have something that I do not particularly like. And this is not just for this dress. It's basically all the clothes that I have made all the time. They look great, but there are certain things in it that I do not particularly like, especially realistically wise. Because, for example, like this part over here, you see that there's this kind of wiggly lines over here that do not normally, that I think do not normally exist with like normal real clothing, right? So, and also this thing around the chest as well. So you see that there's this, like wiggly lines, even though this one is a little bit not so obvious, but there is some wiggly lines over there, and also over here, over there, and especially though around the waistband that we created. You see that it's basically full of wiggly lines, which, to be honest, I mean, like if you look at it from far away, I mean, like it doesn't look that obvious, because from far away this one looks great, But it's only when you zoom in then you start to notice that there's some part of it that do not look exactly like you think it should look in real life. So yeah, so that one around the waistband and this one as well is full of it, and the front bit and that one around the breast, the under the breast, and yeah, so those are the parts where I do not particularly like with this original version. Now with the better version, you will see that everything looks kind of a little bit, not a little bit actually, it's a lot cleaner. You will see that around the shoulder, you will see that the folds do not create that wiggly lines, but now it's a sharp, straight lines, which is something that I would normally expect how a fold looks like, right? So yeah, it also drapes to the bottom and it drapes to the waistband, and it creates a beautiful fold. And it's not as wrinkly as this one, and actually it's not wrinkly at all. Like it creates a very defined fold, like 1, 2, 3. You can point it out one by one. Meanwhile, for this one, it's sometimes it's like merges to the other, like this one, like one it merged with the other, and this one is like a half a fold because the top bit doesn't have a fold, but the bottom has the fold, right? So if that makes any sense. Meanwhile, this one do not have that. Every fold is kind of clearly defined, and it is definitely a lot cleaner as well. And the same goes for the for the skirt, and they do have less fold. They do have like less folds and all, but overall the folds are more defined and a lot clearer, right? And I guess also the waistband. You will notice that the waistband is a little. Of course, the waistband normally are wrinkly, right? So it's great. It's normal. It is expected. But with this one, the waistband looks so much smoother right now, and it just has this beautiful, clean look to it, and that's something that I prefer. So so yeah, so yeah, basically, you will think that, well, okay, there's a reason why I told you about this being how to simulate clothes better, not how to make clothes better, because basically this is not like an addition, like not an added. It's not like you add an added modifier to achieve this clean look, or you sculpt it, or you do anything with it. No, you just have to change like one particular cloth simulation setting, which is around here, and that's it. And that's what we're gonna demonstrate here. So yeah, now we have like an example of it, and the next thing that we're gonna do is that basically we're gonna recreate how to make this from this, right? So yeah, let's hide it and let's bring it back to 0, and let's bring back Toby, and yeah, so probably we're gonna have to turn this off so that it's lighter. Okay, so better fabric, let's turn this off. It's lighter. Okay, so this is where we started. This is where, you know, like, probably is a good idea if we copy this. Right, let's bring this to better fabric, and let's hide it, right? And we bring back our, this one, and let's bring this to 0, and let's hide it for now. And so this is where we left off, right? So this is the wrinkly one, and we want to change this to this, right? And yeah, so let's do that. So let's turn this off again. And right now, let's turn off our shape keys. So it goes back uh, to the flat fabric thing. Probably we're gonna have to let's hide the cube. Right. So yeah. So let's simulate this now. Then let's go to our physics settings simulation. And the only thing that you have to change right now is this part, right? So you go to physics properties, and under the physical properties, right? Right now we're using cotton, so you can just choose your preset. Right now we're choosing cotton, and under the physical properties you have vertex mass, air viscosity, and you have this thing called banding model, right? I know it sounds a little bit funny, but it is. It doesn't mean that, but it do means how the the cloth bends, like the vertex kind of bends in simulation. So changing it. So right now we're gonna change it from angular. So there's only two options though. So you only have like angular and linear. The default is angular, and right now we're gonna change it to linear, right? You will notice that by changing this, you will lose the one. So right now it has like 4 input. By choosing linear, you remove the tension and compression, and they kind of merge it in to become structural, right? So back before with angular, you have a different setting for tension and compression. So you basically can make like 30 for the tension and 15 for the compression. But right now, with linear, you change the tension and the compression with one value, which is this one, like 15. So you cannot change the tension and compression individually. So with linear, you change that value with the same value, right? You change both at the same time with one value. So yeah, by changing that to angular to linear, and you don't have to change anything else. You just have to change this one from angular to linear. And right now we're gonna simulate this again, and let's see how it brings us. Let's see how it simulates the cloth, right? So let's play it. And okay, so this is what we have right now, and let's save as shape key. And right now we have 2 shape keys, right? So this is the new one, and this is the old one, right? So right now, because it's in one object, we can see the difference directly. So let's call this old and new. Right, so this is the old one where it's kind of wrinkly and all that, and this one is the new one, a cleaner version of it with a straight line. Everything is in the fold is straight, and it is a little bit cleaner, more defined, and it looks kind of like how you expect fabric or clothes should fold in real life. So yeah, let's turn on our shader and let's see how it looks in with the shader on. Okay, so that's how it looks with the shader on. Again, it has a very beautiful fold, and it actually looks a little bit more obvious when you kind of have like lighting on it. So because all those clean folds basically translates to a better like shadows, like more defined shadows, and it just looks a lot better uh, with like with shader and lighting on. Let's see the skirt. It looks pretty good, and the top bit looks great already, and yeah, and I guess that's it. To be honest, like I promise this is gonna be like a short video talking about it and talking about how to simulate your clothes better instantly in Blender. So yeah. So I guess that's it for this video, and yeah. So you should probably watch the first part first for this to make sense. And if you've watched it, then go with this one, and you'll be uh, on the right track. So yeah, I guess that's it, and I'll see you later.